National Review senior writer Noah Rothman is here. He's working on a book called Blood and Progress, the untold story of left-wing violence in America and the threat that it poses today. Noah, I'm sure you wish that this book was not as timely and as potent as it became even more so yesterday.
No, I'm still in the process of drafting it, and I continually have to revise it because the tempo of these events continues to tick up. You've seen, and we've talked about on this network, the degree to which in just the last few years you have increasing evidence that we are in a new age of assassination and political violence. The attempt on Brett Kavanaugh's life, the two attempts on Donald Trump's life, the attempt on Lee Zeldin's life, the attacks on pregnancy centers, and GOP aides in Marco Rubio's case because he was a GOP aide, to say nothing of the anti-Semitic violence that we've seen, which has targeted Democrats too. I mean, what Democratic lawmakers were besieged in November of 2023 in the DNC. One lawmaker from Illinois said they had to be rescued by law enforcement.
Josh Shapiro's home.
Josh Shapiro's home. Dozens of it. And then you have Luigi Mangione and the assassination of Brian Thompson, a figure who found himself on prayer candles, celebrated at concerts, whose name was condemned by Democratic lawmakers, and yet appended a very pregnant butt. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Chris Murphy, all of whom said, but you have to understand where he was coming from. You have to understand this anger. Maybe it's an anger we can harness. No. These are not your friends. These are America's enemies. They're your enemies. And you cannot channel and harness their anger towards productive ends. They must be defeated until we have the resolve to call what we're looking at by its name. Revolutionary, romantic zeal in service to anti-capitalist and anti-Western causes. Then we're going to get more of it, like we did in the 60s and 70s, like we did in the 1910s and 1920s.
That's right.
We're in the midst of that very same cycle.
What did you think about what President Trump said about, people who were equated to Nazis, like Charlie Kirk at times, by his detractors all over social media?
It certainly should be denounced. I don't know if the president should be in this moment saying we should all come together and cool temperatures down, or if he should say what needs saying, which is that the nature of this threat is disproportionate, it is real, and we need to call it by its name. I don't know what the right answer is there, but the president is correct to identify the nature of this threat specifically.